Who got shot in Chicago?
Well, no, my next point was about to be the taser. I was going to get to
Adam. The taser.
Get to Adam last. I mean, we can talk about him now, but let's talk about Adam last because I got a whole nother beef with that one. But no, the woman with the taser. Now, I researched this again because I watched the video. What was it? Tuesday when it came out. So I watched the video. I've been hearing the whole stories, looking at the memes, the handful of police officers that made TikToks and they're saying it's unacceptable. Big ups to those police officers because we need cops to be like, hey, you're full of shit or you fucked up. So going through all the news articles and all the other stuff, in my head, I'm like, when I saw the video, I could have sworn her gun was already out before she yelled taser. That's what I was telling myself in my head. This is what I remembered. I'm just like, so I had to go back and rewatch it because the way everything in the narrative is going out is like, help. They cuffed him. He tried to escape. She yelled tasers and she broke out the gun and then shot him by accident. That's the perception I got from all the media outlets that were talking about it. Already, like I've already hit the point that this was already a bad shot to begin with. So yeah, I already know that this was a fuck up. So that's not disputed. But I have almost like a Mandela effect. I'm just like, I could have sworn that her gun was already out before that whole thing happened. So I rewatched the video, and my craziness was right because you literally watch her in the video. When he runs back in the car, you see her pull her gun out, and at least 15 seconds pass before she yells taser, taser, taser. So in my mind, I'm going, your gun's already out. You already have your gun in your hand. Why would you yell taser already with the pistol in hand? Because I'm trying to dispute that it was an accident. I would have felt better if she would have did that and she reached for her gun, even though that's still technically wrong because police officers purposely assemble their belts so that doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Where the gun is on their dominant hand and the taser's on their non-dominant hand. They already have that in place. Yeah. So that's one excuse wiped away. But like in the mindset, if she says taser, 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 and then reach and pulls out her gun by accident and then shoots him. But the gun was already out. She already had it in her hand before it popped off. I'm assuming you're looking at the video real quick.
Mm-hmm. Just double checking. She runs out, pulls a gun, has it on his back. Oh, they fucking stopped it.
And I saw that from her body cam.
Oh yeah, you watched it.
I watched it from her body cam footage that they showed.
Oh, you saw it through the body cam footage. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's just, and then like I watched a video of a cop talking about it. He's like, it's a 3-pound difference of a fucking
between a gun and a taser.
Yeah, and like one's metal, one's plastic. Like, and how many times did she shoot him?
Once.
Just once?
Yeah, it was one shot.
That's her saving grace, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because she hits him a couple of times. You look bad.
Yeah, if she popped him a couple times, that would have been a wrap. But the fact that it was just, hit it and then just boom, it was just like, oops, my bad. I shot him.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Somebody was trying to post that argument about like how because she's an experienced police officer, she would know what to say in those moments.
20-year vet, right?
Yeah, 26 years.
26 years.
So it was like she would know what to say and how to react to certain things to explain that, so that way on camera it makes it more viable that it feels like an accident as opposed to something intentional. Now, do I believe it was 100% intentional? No, I don't believe that. But that is also a pretty good standing argument to sit there and say that, being on the force that long and dealing with stuff like this potentially, that you would know what to say to kind of try to deaden the blow of your punishment that's soon to be coming.
Man, you would think, but like because my thing is with that is she's never expecting to be wrong. Mm-hmm. No matter how good you at a job, in her mind, she's never expecting, not expecting like to kill anybody. She might,
but to make a mistake like that,
make a mistake that bad. Mm-hmm. And then to get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? Because that's why she stepped down before she got fired. She's like, I'm just not going to deal with it. Mm-hmm. If I step down, that'd be enough. That has to be her mindset. Mm-hmm. It's because, like, you're not worried about getting fired at this point. You're worried about going to jail. Mm-hmm. So why even step down at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Because people are pressuring you. No, we want you to go to jail. We don't give a fuck about your job. That's done. You're done being a cop.
Like I say, we want justice for the life that was taken.
Exactly, because you can step down, and then your record's expunged. You beat this case,
and you're good to go.
You can be a cop again somewhere else, or even shit in the same force if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the guy who's back working right now.
Oh yeah, what did he do? He was.
What cop was it? Was he the Breonna Taylor cop?
No. It was. Was it him?
Mm-hmm. It was the one that shot Breonna Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was somebody else, but like, we have a laundry list of names.
Yeah.
Faces.
Yeah. True.
It's hard to keep up with. I know he did something that to that degree. I just couldn't remember who it was. So yeah, I saw that the other day. He's back on the force. I'm just like, why?
He's been back on force for a month.
Mm-hmm.
We just found out.
And
no, not Breonna Taylor. You're right. It's not him. Which one? I forgot what cop it was. Damn.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of what case that person was involved in.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
And then what? And I watched
the Parkland. This the second Parkland cop. Which one was the Parkland?
Parkland was that wouldn't have been a reason why he'd be back on the force.
A second Parkland cop.
That might have been where he was from, but I can't remember the exact case because the Parkland was a high school shooting. I couldn't imagine that would have been for that reason.
No, yeah, that's it. The high school. Second Parkland cop is reinstated technically after being fired from his response to the 2018 school shooting.
Oh. We might be talking about two different cops then.
It has to be talking about two different cops.
Yeah, I'm just like, I was like, that doesn't even sound right. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I'm like, that doesn't even sound right.
Man,
it's the fact that there's that many of them that's easy to forget which is the problem. But I was watching the
cop who shot Jacob Blake.
There we go.
That's what it was.
That was the one.
That's what it was. It's too many, bro.
Yeah.
This is the problem. We can't even keep up with this shit anymore, man.
But I was watching a really good 30-minute podcast.
The one you posted today?
Yeah, I posted today. I don't know if you watched it or not.
I watched the first 20 minutes. First 15 minutes.
I also watched half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the black guy and the sheriff. I can't remember what county he's from. Mm-hmm. Literally, like, that was like one of the best dialogues between, like, just a person of color and a responsible police officer.
Yeah.
And some of his ideas, like, if I felt when I listened to him, it's just like, okay, you're a sheriff that wants real accountability and wants to own up to these mistakes and wants to see these things change. Mm-hmm. And I get both sides of the spectrum where you have so many people going like defund the police, abolish the police, which the abolish the police thing is literally the dumbest thing to me personally. I get it.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I understand, and going into the next shitty police officer incident in a minute, I understand, and it's one of those things that, like, I don't agree with it, but after seeing a lot of this other stuff, I kind of be like, I'm kind of swaying in that direction.
Yeah.
But no right-minded human being in this country will say that we need to just get rid of all police. That's stupid. Literally the dumbest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
So, like, I get that you want change. I get that you want reform. And I get that, there needs to be some real overhauls in policing. Getting rid of the police is not the answer.
Yeah, literally.
Because then we don't have Batman. Who becomes the person? Like, we cannot function on vigilante justice at all.
Well, not even that. It's even with normal justice, our people as a community don't believe in justice because we the whole snitching thing. You know what I mean? Like, these people aren't telling on these guys who are shooting up houses and robbing each other and accidentally killing these kids and selling drugs. Like, how are we going to govern?
But there's also other reasons for that. Outside, it's like, yes, that's a terrible lifestyle that our people have. But on the other side of the token is that you have and correct me if I'm wrong, or we can just look into this later. I feel like that mentality came from, like, what happens to you when you do that? Because when you're, like, in a high gang-rich area and you snitch, you become a target.
Well, yeah, that
and you don't get the same protection.
But that happens that usually is a problem when you're snitching on people in your community, right? So like, if there is a drive-by shooting, the people shooting up your neighborhood in drive-by aren't from your community. So those are people they're not gonna come back for you.
Generally, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's when you're snitching on the gangsters or the thugs that live
that are within your community,
that live on your block. You know what I mean? That's when you can kind of stronghold it. You know what I mean? But like, you see someone that you're not from your area come in, commit a crime,
and then you do nothing about it.
You do nothing about it. That's when it looks bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a better elaboration of that, because like I said, it's like I see it from that perspective too. So that was one of those things that's just like, I don't know if that's been just a general idea or if that's like, is it really affecting other crimes from people that aren't around? So in that sense, that doesn't make any type of sense. Yeah. In the sense of it's people in your area and community that, you know, are regularly in that area. Okay. But then, like I said, in that situation, you become the target. You don't get the protection. They may get that person, and then next thing you know, you got a hit on you from 10 other people. Yeah. Because of that. Yeah. It just, but that's when the community comes together, though, because you have to have, you're always going to have more community than you're going to have criminals. True. You know what I mean? So if you have a strong group of people who are, as a unit, are like, you know, keeping the community accountable, that's reduced. You can't kill everyone. You know what I mean? You got enough people willing to die, unfortunately. But then that's also another good reason why you need to have a good, strong police force, because a real good cop or group of cops are going to be in tune with the community. Yeah. And if you have that, then that makes that process that much easier in that sense. True. And when we already have our people that don't have faith in our justice system and don't have a trust of police officers, it makes that even harder. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's true, too. You got to trust the justice system, which hasn't been on our side really ever. Exactly. So it makes it that much more. One time. OJ. and that's why we hang on that so much. That's the only time we've won. It's the only time we've ever won. That and Rodney King are the only two times we ever won. No, Rodney King didn't win his either. Nah, but the riots won that one. The riots, we had LA riots. The riots won that one. That is still to today. You watch Roast Us on All Def Digital? No, I didn't. So this dude told Dumbfounded, who's an Asian character on the cast, he was like, "Man, your mom killed the guy in the LA riots," and it's by far the funniest joke I've ever. Because the whole premise of the joke, they're just talking shit to each other in the classroom. Like, there's no like structure to the show. So just think about, you're watching this on YouTube, all of a sudden this random dude in the back of the class goes, "Dumbfounded, his mom killed a guy in the LA riots." You're just like, what? No context. That felt like a bad MTV Your Mama joke. That's exactly what it is, bro. It's like a good version of Your Mama. No. Oh, I have to watch that now, because that sounds hilarious. I'm gonna find his compilation of just jokes. Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe we'll watch that today. Actually, I may watch it. We can watch that and try not to laugh. Yeah. Oh, done. Done. Yeah, for those that watch us on YouTube, outside of the ending pin of our videos recently, not our past ones, they just got added like a week or two ago. The roast us comments, so have fun with that as well. You can roast us. Yeah. We might roast you back though, so you got to be careful. I'm good looking, so you would come hard. You're saying I'm a good looking nigga. Like, I'm the vulnerable one between the two of us, but hey, I'll clap back too. But outside of that, he's witty. Don't let him fool you, bro. He's trying to suck you in. He said, "Yeah, come on, I'm a target. Aim. Here's a loaded gun. Go ahead and have it." But no, sorry. So anyway, back. But like, when you get a chance to finish watching the last 15 minutes of the discussion, so I had to share it, and like, I just like how he